What is up, guys? How are you doing? I'm back with another ship build for you, another ship tutorial, Corvette tutorial for No Man's Sky. This time, starting my streak of Star Wars ships, right? I bring to you this TUG-b13 Quadjumper. Well, if the YTs are considered the trucks of the universe, you know, the Star Wars universe, the Quadjumpers can be considered the forklifts of the universe. Well, designed specifically for assisting larger vessels with the cargo and guidance, this ship has magnetic clamps on the top and at the bottom, and it's specialized in getting like these big containers from the YTs and the freighters, and maneuverability, and maneuver them around the shipyard and leaving them to their final destination. Okay, and this is kind of a straightforward build. It's gonna have kind of a hard part right at the beginning for us to be able to make these two bottom wings here, because they are a bit hard to make. You're gonna understand why. But from now to the end of the build, it's gonna be very straightforward, except for these two fins here that you're gonna have to use a glitch to make. But there's also an option without glitches, okay? And you're gonna be able to choose the easy path or the hard path depending on what you want. All right. Also, at the end of this build, I'm gonna test a new format. I'm gonna tour an already built interior for you for you to see. So you will be able to see like a more detailed interior, and I'm gonna tell you how I was able to achieve this interior. Okay. So let's get started already. Let's not waste time with this. And unfortunately, I chose a busy space station for us to make this ship. You're gonna see lots of ships flying around. I hope this does not interfere with the quality of the tutorial. Okay, let's get started already. Let's go. And as always, guys, the list of Corvette parts needed for this build is listed in the video description, and I apologize in advance if I forget anything, alright? Also, guys, it's very important that you go to your camera settings in the game and make sure that camera height is set to fixed and not eye level, okay? Because this can influence in some angles that we're gonna use in our build, alright? Make sure it's set to fixed. Okay, guys, we're gonna start with something really simple here, so we can save the ship and make some of the offsets we're gonna need in foot, okay? Well, for this build I chose to use the hydraulic legs, okay? You're gonna put this part right here at the front of the center of this cross here, starting by here. And also we're gonna use all of the Thunderbird variant of the walkways, okay? So let's start with this Thunderbird class walkway here. We're gonna put one here, right over here, one over this one, okay? And then we will get the, what's the name? Where is it? It's the Ambassador class landing bay. We're gonna flip it and put it in the front, but this is temporary. We're gonna exchange this later. It's just for us to be able to save the build at this point, okay? And you also get the Titan class cockpit. Put it here, all right? Then you will get a reactor. The one I chose to use in this build is the Medusa class reactor. It gives maneuverability. I think it's one of the best to use in the Corvettes. I'm gonna put one over here, okay? And so that we can save our build, we still need to put a gun. I'm gonna put the photon cannon array over here, all right? And finally, we're gonna use one of the thrusters we're gonna use in this build. One of them is the Achilles string thruster. I'm just gonna put this one back here behind this reactor, all right? And we're gonna end up with this. Pretty strange, of course. We're really early in the build, but at least now we can save our build, okay? We can finalize our current Corvette and we can go on foot. So I'm gonna compare, I'm just creating a whole new Corvette for this, compare this one, I'm gonna add to my collection, okay? And well, at least now the build is saved, all right? But we still have some things to do there before we can really come here on foot to make the offsets and the angles we're gonna need for this build. So let's go back and continue modifying our new Corvette. And now we'll duplicate this last walkway here to the side like this, making a line of 3, you see? And we're gonna grab some of our best friends here for offsetting and placing free angles, the Zenith class reactor, all right? Now we're gonna put one here, one at the bottom, just below itself, under itself like I did, one at the back and one at the side, making like this shape here, all right? You can take this one out now, and you're gonna leave the bottom here empty, and you do the same at the other side. You duplicate this one, put it here, one below, one at the back and one at the side. You go a little closer here and you remove the zenith class reactor, and you're gonna end up with this shape. If you see this shape, you're ready to go to the next step. And now for the next steps, guys, you're just gonna press your mouse button, your right mouse button, apply edits, go on foot, okay? And you're gonna make sure you have the torch lit by pressing T, and also make sure you're in first person mode like I'm doing here, okay? Then you come here closer to these guys, you press your face in this gap here, and you're gonna look up, you're gonna see these two dots here, these two dark dots, you see? Then you're gonna press Z, go to the first pane, select rounded window, make sure your free placement is on, otherwise it's gonna snap to places like it's happening here. You see like the window is snapping at some Corvette parts right there. You press V to toggle free placement, and you're gonna see the toggle free placement button with a yellow border at the top toolbar, then it means it's alright, okay? You're gonna aim exactly at the middle here between these two dark dots like I'm doing here, alright? And you're gonna put a window right here, and then you run to the other side as you have the window selected, okay? Go to the other side, do the same, press your face here in this gap until you stop moving, and then you can release your movement key and just look up between these two dark dots here, aim exactly between them, exactly in the middle like I'm trying my best to do here, alright? Put one here, and there you go. You got both of your windows at a 45-degree angle to the back of the ship. And now you can go back to the Corvette workshop to continue. Let's go. Now back at the Corvette workshop, guys, what you're gonna do, you're gonna come here and you're gonna duplicate this walkway here, pressing E, and you're gonna put this connected to this window, facing forward like I'm doing here, okay? You see? To see if it's done right, just put it over the zenith class reactor here and then slide it to the window, and you see if it just moves very smoothly like I'm doing here, it means it's in the correct position, okay? Because it can be like this, it can be like this in the opposite direction. You see, if it was in the opposite direction, you see it flips, it does like a 180 very quick, and then it means it's in the wrong orientation, okay? You want it to be like here, very smoothly going from the zenith to the window like I'm doing here, but we're gonna check if it's in the right place in just a moment, okay? Do the same to the other side now, inside this window, like this, going very smoothly from one place to the other. You put it here. How do you check if this is in the right orientation? You're gonna press Z, you're gonna go to the last pane, get a small vent, and just put the small vent over here. You just don't even have to apply the piece, just overlay it here like I'm doing. If the vent is opening at the back of the ship like you're seeing right here, it means it's in the right orientation, okay? And you do the same in the other side. If the vent looks like this, is in the right orientation. If the vent was flipped, was in the opposite direction, then you would have to do it again. How would you do it again? You would just press your mouse button, click Store Design for Later, go to the Corvette workshop, and start new modifications to your ship, and then you would be in the reset part with the windows clear for you to put the walkways again, okay? But since we've done in the right orientation already, let's just continue modifying here. I'm gonna show to you what you have to do next. Let's go. Okay guys, for this part I want you to pay a lot of attention here because we can mess things up really quickly if you don't follow this step by step, alright? The first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna get this zenith class reactor here from this place, and we're gonna put it right here at the side of this walkway, at the front of this walkway, the side and the front like I did here, alright? After you've done that, you can remove this walkway with no problem. You're gonna do the same in the other side. Get this zenith here, put it here, connected to this walkway, alright? And remove this walkway from here, like I did, okay? No problem to then. Now, what you gotta do? You duplicate this topmost zenith class here, okay? Duplicate it to this side, like I did here, and duplicate another one to this side, just like I did here, alright? Just like this. And then you're gonna get the one under it, like this one I'm clicking here. You're gonna get this, put it under this one here, like I did, okay? You're gonna get this one right now and put it here at the front, like I did, okay? And this backmost one here, you're gonna put it under this place, and you're gonna end up with this shape. It looks like a heart, you know? It looks like a heart seen from this angle right here, okay? We're gonna do exactly the same in the other side, exactly like I did here. So we're gonna go to the side here, duplicate this guy to the sides like this, one at this place and one at this place, like I'm doing here, okay? And then you can get this one here and put it under this one. Get this one and put it at the front, connect it in a 45-degree angle. I'm having a bit of trouble to make it, so I'm gonna take it out and put it this one right here, like I did, okay? And then you can duplicate this one under itself. The most important part is that you achieve this shape at the end. Even if it's not these exact steps that I showed to you. You see, I myself, I did it one way in this side, and I did it slightly different steps in this side. But the most important thing is for you to end up with this shaping here, like this heart-shaped structure here that you're gonna stand to put the offset, okay? And now the last part we need is to get this decoration here called, where is it? The heavy linkage, okay? Heavy linkage. You're gonna put the heavy linkage under this walkway here, one on this side and one in the other side, right under it, like I did. And then you can safely remove the top walkway. We're not gonna need these guys anymore. And now you can press your mouse button and apply the edits, because we're gonna put another window here to make the offset we need, okay? So let's go. Okay, great. Now that you're on foot, just make sure your torch is lit. This is very important in this specific step, because we are gonna aim for this yellow arrow here. You see this yellow one? We're gonna aim for this one to put the window, but we're gonna put our backs right there, right at the end here. We're gonna put our backs here. You're gonna go backwards until you can't move anymore. You see your character is gonna be completely stuck in place, all right? And now you're gonna select the first pane, go for the rounded window, make sure free placement is toggled, like I did here, okay? And then you're gonna slide your mouse down until you have it exactly over that yellow arrow. You see the yellow arrow, the one I just pointed to you seconds ago? You're gonna put your mouse exactly over this yellow arrow here, like I'm doing, trying to align the middle the best you can. And then you're gonna put your window here in this yellow arrow, see? You're gonna come here and you see like the window, it's cutting, it's making a dent inside this part, exactly like this. You see the yellow arrow at the behind the window, you see? And this bottommost bar of the window, it cuts like this out detail of this part here, exactly in half, like I did here, okay? Let's do the same in the other side. You see the spacing that I did put here? Let's do the same here. You just climb here, go to the corner, backwards, go backwards until you can't move anymore, all right? And then you find the arrow here. Make sure you're pointing at the arrow, not this orange little lamp that is right over the yellow arrow. See, there's a lamp here. You're not gonna put it here. It has to be over the arrow, just like I'm doing here, okay? And then you press the mouse button, and there goes the window exactly in the place where it should be. You can check it here. It looks exactly the same as the other side, okay? You can see here, like the framing of the window goes inside this walkway here at the end of this circular part here, like this bolt, exactly like in the other side. You see? This is perfectly aligned, okay? And now you can go back to the Corvette workshop, because we're gonna continue the ship right now. I don't think we're gonna need to go on foot for a good time now. So let's go for them. Okay guys, back in the Corvette workshop, what we will do now, we're gonna do a lot of cleanup here because we already have what we wanted, okay? Well, first you're gonna duplicate this walkway here and connect it to the window, like this, you see? And do the same in the other side, okay? Before you continue, it's always a good practice to get a small vent and just check if this is opening at the back, because it means the walkway is in the right orientation. Here you can see both of the walkways are in the right orientation because the vents are opening at the back, okay? So now you can remove all of this stuff. You just go remove all the zenith here, remove all this heart from here, okay? You can remove this part from under here, and you can also remove the window by aiming exactly at the frame like I'm doing here, okay? Like I did, and you're gonna end up with these two red parts like you're seeing here. Okay guys, and now we're gonna go inside a very intense part of the build because it's gonna be a really tight fit, okay? I'm gonna do something very drastic here in a moment, you will see. But stay with me, just follow along step by step, and I assure you you're gonna end up with a real nice, real satisfying to do turbine composed of a lot of parts, alright? Well, now we're gonna remove everything we did here, and we're gonna stick with just 3 walkways here, and we're gonna create each turbine at a time, alright? So come with me, and let's start removing everything. Don't worry, because we're gonna put everything back later in the build. So we're gonna remove this, remove the gun, the cockpit, the boarding ramp, this walkway too. Even the landing gear is gone, okay? You can remove this part here too. Depending on your game, some of these parts may be red, maybe flickering red or not. It doesn't really matter, because now we're gonna put a small vent in each side here just to connect the parts, like I did here. And you can see all of them in the solid state, not the glimmering red state, okay? And now we're gonna paint this one here in orange, and we're gonna paint this one here in turquoise, this gray here, okay? The first step is to offset these two guys half step to the front using a rock hopper propeller. We're gonna get one here, flip it, put it here, slide this guy 1 step to the front. You can use the same propeller, just connect it to the other guy there, and slide it half step to the front, just like I did, okay? And now you can remove this rock hopper propeller from here, all right? And now you will duplicate this guy to the back of itself, like this, and you can do the green too, like this. And you're gonna end up with this shaping here, all right? Now you can get this, this vent we use here. You get this one, connect to the back of everything here, and you will get this walkway here and put it to the side of the vent, just like I did. And you're gonna do the same in the other side. Get this, put at the back of this part, get the part and put it to the side, and you're gonna end up with this shaping right here, okay? We're still gonna use the same vent here. Get this vent, put at the back of this walkway now, like I'm doing, okay? And now you get the walkway and put it under the vent, just like I did here, all right? Same in the other side, let's go. Get the vent, back of the walkway, and put the walkway at the bottom of the vent, just like I did here, all right? And now you can remove these vents, and we can start working on 1 turbine at a time. Let's go with the orange first, like I said to you, okay? Follow step by step with me, and you're gonna be good, okay? You're gonna duplicate this walkway over itself, like I did here, all right? And now you're gonna press Z, and you're gonna go to the second pane, and you get the engine cover. Just get the engine cover, and once you get the engine cover, it will be already in the perfect orientation for you to put it here, connected to this corner of this walkway, like I'm doing here, okay? Just put it here like this, press R to flip it vertically, and put it in the front of itself, like I did here, all right? Just like I did. And now you're gonna go here and you duplicate these guys to the back. Yeah, the bottom one, you're gonna duplicate it and connect it to the back of itself. And then I'm gonna do the same with the top one, like this. And you can remove the 2 front ones, like I did here. And you're gonna end up with this crazy shaping here with 2 walkways at the one on top of each other. And this one offset half step to the bottom and half step to the side, just like I did here, okay? These 2 guys are red, but don't worry. You're gonna duplicate the top one, just press E and connect it to the back walkway here. And then I'm gonna press R to flip it vertically and put it in the bottom walkway, like I did here, okay? You're gonna end up with this long shape for the external part of this orange turbine. That's the right turbine for the ship, the one you're seeing on the left. Now guys, you can remove these 2 walkways here. We're not gonna need them anymore. This one and this one. You're gonna be left with just orange one only, okay? Before we start messing with this up, this one, we're gonna finish the turbine, okay? So what you're gonna do, you aim for this bottom one here, and you're gonna press E to duplicate it, okay? You're gonna press E again, and then you're gonna connect it to the side of itself, like I'm doing here. And then I'm gonna press R, put it again. You're gonna put it in the front, the same one at the front. You go a little lower like I did here, press R again, and you have this end casing for the turbine done, okay? Just like this. This part is really important, pay a lot of attention here, okay? Duplicate this back orange walkway here to the front of itself, like I did here. You can check by the side to see if it's in the right position. Yes, it is. Then you duplicate this guy again to the side of itself, and it's gonna clip inside this gray walkway here, like I did. You see? The gray is still here. Leave it here for now. And then you duplicate this guy to the bottom of itself, this orange one. Just like I did here. Alright? Just like I did. And now you can remove this walkway from here. You don't need this guy anymore. And you can remove this top one. And you can also remove... No, actually you can't remove anything. Just leave like this, okay? Now you're gonna get a rock hopper propeller, flip it, put it here in below these guys, under these guys, aligned exactly to the side of this orange walkway like I did, okay? Just like this, you see, like it's connected exactly to it. So it can slide it half step to the front, and it's gonna be exactly in the spot it has to be. It doesn't come further to the front of the ship than this. You just leave it there, and you can remove this rock hopper propeller from here. You're gonna end up with this orange walkway in this place, and this orange walkway in this place, okay? Okay, next step. Now you get the key string thruster, and you're gonna connect to this orange walkway here, closing this casing for this turbine just like I did, and you can safely remove this orange walkway from here, alright? You're gonna have this turbine almost done, okay? And now the craziest part and most satisfying part of the build for sure. You will get the Titan Heavy booster here. You're gonna flip it, and you're gonna connect it to this walkway, and just see the magic happening as this clips inside this turbine, finishing the look of the turbine with this round intake at the front. And now you can remove this walkway. You see? And now you have a complete turbine. The turbine is actually made of 10 parts. That's it? Yeah, 10 parts, because we have 8 of these engine covers here. I think this is the name. We have one key string thruster at the back, and we have this Titan Heavy booster here. And this is very cool because this key string thruster actually aligns almost exactly over the output of the other turbine. We have 2 turbines on top of each other, and this makes a much stronger trail for the ship. So when you apply like the sputtering trail detailing, it's gonna make a lot more little explosions, because it's actually there are actually 2 turbines making the effect, okay? And even if the game has some kind of limitation that not all the turbines are gonna animate, this is also gonna be cool, because we're actually making a pretty battered up ship, a pretty beaten up ship that it's not supposed to work perfectly, okay? It's gonna look very rugged, very rusty, very old. And this is very cool for the engine, for the end appearance of the ship, aesthetics, if you call it so, okay? All right, we rested a bit from this very stressful part. Let's do the green part now, okay? So come with me and let's do it one more time. Let's try to make it a bit quicker this time, okay? But you can slow it down if you want. Just duplicate this green walkway over itself, all right? You can take one of these guys here. You're gonna press E to flip it and put it in the correct place. Let's see. Like this, actually, it didn't even have to flip it, all right? Flip it again, put it under here. I flipped it vertically, okay? Now duplicate these 2 walkways to the back, like I done here, like I did here. You're gonna end up with this shaping right here. And extend this turbine to the back, duplicating the parts like I did, okay? Now you can remove these two guys here. You're gonna finish this turbine, duplicate the bottom one, start from the bottom one, it's easier. Just press E again, and it's gonna almost snap to the perfect place right away. Then I press R, put it here, put another one at the front, press R one more time, and put it at the bottom here, and you have the external casing done. All right? And now let's work with this bottom guy here. What you have to do, you have to duplicate this guy to the front of itself, like I did, okay? Check if it's aligned, it is. Then we're gonna duplicate this green one to the side of itself, like I did here, okay? And we're gonna duplicate it to the bottom of itself. Take care not to put it over under the gray one. It's not supposed to be centered. You see like this one is centered, aligned to this yellow line at the floor. It's not supposed to go here. It's supposed to go to the side, under the green one that you just duplicated. All right? Now you will remove this green one here. You don't need it anymore. And you will remove the top green one here too. See, this is the gray. You just slide it to the left a bit. This is the one you have to remove, the green one. You don't need this. You're just gonna, oh, I actually just noticed I deleted the wrong one, guys. This one's supposed to stay here. Duplicate it again, okay? Sorry about that, really sorry about that. It's this back one that you have to remove. Now you have the two parts like it's supposed to be, all right? Now we're gonna get a rock hopper propeller, flip it, connect it to this green guy here. Exactly aligned, see, like it's exactly at the side. Come here to the front of the ship and slide this walkway to the front. It's gonna stay exactly where it's supposed to be. Offset it half step to the front like I did. You can remove this walkway now. Go here to the back of the ship, duplicate this skinner string thruster, connect it to this green walkway. Now you can remove this walkway from here. Now it's the right time to remove this walkway, okay? And finally, you will get the Titan Heavy booster and boom, connect it inside like this, finishing the look of the turbine. And finally, you can remove this green walkway from down here. And you have the bottom turbines of the Quadjumper done. This was pretty intense, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a really tight fit, really hard to do. It was really hard for me to come up with a solution to make it easier for you guys. But I think it's worth it in the end. I think it's gonna look great, and it's gonna have this amazing strong turbines making this heavy trail and all, okay? So let's start to build the stuff back again. Now we don't need all this clearance to see what we're doing, okay? Well, first thing, let's get this hydraulic landing gear again and put it here at the front, right? You can actually now just slide this walkway to the front here, because at the bottom here, we're gonna start this Quadjumper with the Ender variant, because the Quadjumper, it shows up in the Ender series, and also you can also see it in the Force Awakens, right? It's a very iconic ship that blows up when Finn and Rey are trying to escape the TIE fighters. But we are making first the Ender variant, and then I'm gonna convert this to the Force Awakens variant at the end of the build, because in the timeline, this is actually the first version of the ship, the one that shows in Ender. That's something that happens almost 40 years before The Force Awakens, okay? So let's get then the, where is it? Ambassador landing bay, and connect it here to the back, like this. Is it really this place? I don't remember, guys, right now, actually. I'm a bit confused right now. Well, let's put the landing bay here. Sorry about that, I really don't remember. I'm gonna check in a bit. Let's leave it here so you can save the ship. And now we're gonna duplicate this one over itself like this. We're gonna put the cockpit again here. It's the Titan class cockpit at the front. This is in the final position now, all right? We have some detailing here. I used the radiator casing. Just flip it upside down and put it at the front of the ship like this, in this place, okay? What else do we need so we can finally save this part and go back to the next one? We're gonna need a reactor. I'm gonna put the Medusa class reactor at the top, and gonna put the photon cannon array here so that we can save the build. I'm gonna apply the edges here, and we have this saved at least. Well, if you run out of power, it's okay. You're saved. You're saved. Don't worry. Okay. And you see something interesting here. You just have enough clearance to go inside the ship right now between the turbines, because there was no other way for us to put these turbines so close together and still be able to board the ship, because the turbines are gonna be in the way, okay? But now you have the exact clearance you need. You can still put stuff in the walls here. It's gonna be hidden behind the turbines, but you can go inside, you can close the hatch, you see? Really nice, isn't it? This is the Ender variant. The Ender has the boarding ramp at the bottom, and the Force Awakens variant has a hatch at the top, okay? Well, enough talking about this. Let's continue with the build. Oh yeah, guys, and about the ramp that I was confused a bit ago. Actually, for the Ender variant, this is not the correct boarding ramp. For the Ender variant, you will want to use the Titan class landing, the Titan class landing bay. This here, because it makes the ship a bit longer to the back. That's why I was confused, because the Ambassador is really short. It's like almost half of this, you see? So if you're gonna build the Ender variant, you can buy one of these boarding ramps here, like this Titan class landing bay, okay? But if you want to intend to build the Force Awakens variant, you will use the Ambassador landing bay, okay? Well, I hope I clarified this. And now, guys, let's continue. First, well, what to do? We're gonna offset this walkway here, half step to the back, using rock hopper propeller. Flip it, okay? Connect it to the side like this, and slide this guy half step to the back. Okay. You can remove the gun and the reactor for now, so we can see better what you're doing. All right. And then you're gonna get a Thunderbird class hab, and you're gonna put this hab here, connected to this cockpit. Kind of hard to align, but you will make it. Okay. You see, like the walkway is clipping a bit right in the middle of the hab. This is the correct place for you to put this part, just like this, okay? Let's paint this guy here in the middle in orange. Actually, it was not this. I want to paint this one in orange so we can see better what you're doing. All right, and then we're gonna add some detailing here to the side. This is gonna act like a support for the top turbines. You will get the, what's the name of the part? The swept casing, okay? Just flip the swept casing upside down like this and put one connected to the back of this hab and one connected to the back of this hab right here, okay? Don't worry about the color right now, because we're gonna paint the whole ship in one go by the end of the build, all right? Okay, now we'll duplicate this orange guy here, okay? And put it here at the back top of the hab, like I did, all right? Then we're gonna duplicate this guy one time to the side and one time to the side like this, and you can remove the middle one. This one you're gonna leave in orange, and this one you're gonna paint again in this turquoise here, because you're gonna do the top turbines now. It's gonna be a lot easier than it was to the bottom ones, okay? I assure you that, don't worry guys. You just go back here. Let's start with the Kino string thruster. Duplicate this guy and put one here and one here in the correct position already, okay? Now you're gonna get a vent. Put the small vent at the top of these guys here, one here and one here, like I did. And then you're gonna get this walkway and put it at the side of the vent to the inwards part of the ship, like this. And one's gonna touch the other, like you see here, okay? Remove these two vents here, you don't need them anymore. And you duplicate the walkway to the bottom of itself, like I did here. One here and the green one to this side, like this. Now you can duplicate one of these engine covers here. And you're gonna flip this until it's in the correct position. It's supposed to go to the outer part of the walkway, like I did here, okay? You put one, and then you press R to put it under itself, like this, okay? And then you can duplicate this walkway to the back, like this. Oops, I put it in the wrong place, sorry. Put it here, one time, and duplicate it to the bottom of itself, like this. And you can remove these two guys here, and do the same. Stand in the turbine and flip it and put it under like this, okay? And you can then remove these two walkways from here and finish this turbine. Go to the bottom one, press E again, put it here, press R, put at the top, another one at the top, press R one more time and put it under like this, and you have this casing done, all right? Let's do the same for this side now. Get one of these, duplicate, flip it and put it here like this. Gonna press R, put it under, Duplicate these walkways to the back, like I'm doing. One here and one at the bottom of itself. Can remove the front ones right now. Duplicate this to the back. Flip it, put it under here. Okay. And now you can flip it again, put it here, press R, put it at the top, one another at the top, press R one last time and put it at the bottom like this. Okay. And you can finally remove these two walkways back here. You don't need them anymore. And since we have this orange guy here, this is already in the exact position for us to connect the, where is it? Titan Heavy Booster. At this time, we're gonna flip and put it here. It's gonna go right inside the turbine, like this, finishing the look. Press E to flip it and put it on the other side, exactly like this, clip it inside this casing. And you have the top turbines done. This was a lot easier than before, right? I know it was. And now guys, let's add some detailing here in the bottom turbine. Okay, we're gonna put the frontal winglet here. We're just gonna use this part. What's it called? It's a rock hopper fin module. Okay, flip this one. There's actually just one possible place for you to put it here. Okay, you're gonna put one at the side, flip this one and put it on the other side like this. Okay, and then right here you're also gonna put the guns of the ship. I'm gonna use the photon cannon array here. You can put it in a way that it looks almost like the gun is coming out of the tip of the wing. You see how cool it's looking? The gun is coming out exactly at the tip of the wing, like this place I put here. Okay, let's duplicate this one to the other side. I'm gonna get another one and put it here, like this, and it looks pretty nice this way. All right. Now what you're gonna do? You're gonna come up here and you will get this. You're gonna move this walkway here. You see, it's highlighted. You're gonna take this out and put it here at the back of the ship, at the backmost part of the ship like this. All right. Then you will get a small vent. You're gonna put at the front of this walkway and move the walkway until it's under the vent like this, like I did here. Okay. You can remove the vent now and you will get the Medusa class reactor and put it at the top of this walkway here. Okay. And after you've done that, you can once again take this walkway and put it at the back of the ship. And this is gonna be the final position for this guy, okay? You can put this guy in the default color right now if you want. Just leave it like this, all right? At the top of the ship, you want to use the firebox cowling at the front, just like this. You see like the Medusa is clipping inside it, like I've done here, all right? And then you will get a ducting outlet and connect it at the back here, at this place, after this, behind this Medusa class reactor, and an air purifier. You're gonna put the air purifier at this place, at the front of the Medusa class reactor. And we have the top of the ship. The top of the ship is done at this point. Yeah, I think it's about it. Now we're gonna work with the back fins of the ship, all right? Let's do the top first, and then I'm gonna give you two options for the bottom ones. All right, let's go. For the top fins at the back, guys, we're gonna start with we're gonna use the offsetting of the bottom turbine, okay? So we're gonna remove this casing here temporarily, okay? Just go to this guy here, the top bottom one, press X to remove it, and now you will duplicate this walkway up here. You're gonna put this walkway connected in where this casing was in this position. It has a lot of places here to snap. Be careful to watch out to put it in this exact position like I did here. You see, like it's clipping like half inside the topmost part, the top quarter here of the bottom wing, like I did here. Okay, you can paint this guy in orange now, so for us not to get confused. Okay, duplicate this guy to the side, to the back one time, then 2 times to the top. You're gonna end up with 3 in a row here. Okay, now you can remove these bottom ones. You don't have to worry about them anymore. Okay, now you get a rock hopper propeller, flip it, put it to the side, and you're gonna slide this guy to the front half step like this, just like I did. Okay, you can remove this rock hopper now, get a vent, put the vent at the back of the walkway like I did here. All right, and then you get the walkway and put it at the side of the vent like I did here. You're gonna see the vent here connected to the side of this walkway. You can now remove this vent And in the place where this vent was, you're gonna put an Arcadia S foil. Flip it and put it here. And now you can remove this walkway. And the Arcadia S foil is supposed to clip inside the turbine a bit, like you're seeing here. You see, like it's clipping inside the turbine. It's exactly like this. It's supposed to look like this. All right. Now you can come here and restore this casing. Just duplicate the first one and put it at the back. And let's go to the other side. The other side, we're gonna do exactly the same. You come here and remove this casing. Okay. Get where is it? At the walkway, and put the walkway here. Careful to snap it in the right place, like this, the way you're seeing right now. Okay. Paint this one in orange. Duplicate one time to the back of the ship, sorry, and 2 times to the top. Oops, put this one in the wrong place. It's supposed to go here, exactly at the top. One more. You end up with 3 in a row, in a column actually, like this. Remove these 2, these 3 from the bottom, you don't need them, okay? Get a rock hopper propeller, flip it, put here, and slide this guy half step to the front, like this, you see? And now you can get a vent, put it at the bottom, at the back here of this walkway, and put it back until the vent is at the side, just like I did here, and remove this vent. And you can duplicate this Arcadia S foil here, put it to this side, and remove this walkway here, and you have the topmost wings done. I just painted in the default color just to look right, okay? Let's check. Yeah, it is. It's clipping a bit inside here. It's clipping a bit inside here from this turbine, this skinny string thruster. It's looking good, man. It's looking good. Now we just have to work in the bottom fins here, okay? For the bottom fins here, I'm gonna give you guys 2 options, okay? An easy one that doesn't use the orbital gravitational pull to make vertical angles, and one that is harder, but it's gonna look better, okay? So if you want to do the easy version, you just stay here with me right now. But if you want to do the one that looks best, that involves making vertical angles using the planet to apply the vertical angles to the ship, you can skip to this timestamp that I'm showing for you in the screen right now, and then you can start from there, and you're gonna make the hard version, okay? And the easy version starts right now. What you're gonna do, you duplicate this guy here, this walkway up top here, to the back of this hab, and then I'm gonna duplicate it again one more time to the bottom here. You can now remove this walkway from here, all right? Paint this guy in orange just to not get confused. And now you will get a vent. Put the vent at the bottom, at the back, I always get confused, at the back of this walkway here. And you're gonna get this walkway and put it here, at the side of the vent, just like I did, okay? Then you duplicate this walkway to the front of itself, like I done. Remove this, okay? You're gonna have the walkway in this position. You see, it's clipping inside the turbine a bit. It's supposed to be like this. Then you get, what's the name of the part? An Argonaut winglet. And you're gonna put this guy connected to this walkway. But I don't really like it in this orientation with the grill to the right side, like we're doing here. So we're gonna put it on the floor, press E one time to flip it, and put it here again, rotate until it snaps. And I think it looks best this way, with this small capacitor thingy here, and this small triangle at the inner part of the ship, just like this, okay? You can paint this one in the default color right now. And now we will duplicate this walkway to the side of itself like I did here, and duplicate this Argonaut winglet to this side, and you have the bottom wings. You can remove these guys here. It doesn't look as good as it would with the Arcadia S foils flipped at the bottom here, but it's way easier than it's gonna be to make the angles here to use this Arcadia S foils upside down, okay? And if you chose to do this easy version, you can now skip to the end of the build where I'm gonna showcase the interior. You can skip to this timestamp I'm showing in the screen right now. All right, let's go. Okay guys, if you chose to do the hard version, all right, you're just gonna have to make one little scaffolding here at the back of the ship. You're gonna duplicate this walkway on the top here and put it here at the back of this hab and leave it like that for now, okay? You're gonna then apply the edits. You're gonna go inside the ship because you're gonna go fly a bit. Let's go. Gonna have to put a stairway here so you can access the cockpit. Where is it? Internal stairway like this. Let's go, and here we are at the cockpit. Actually, let's see. I think it would be best. No, it's okay like this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's not make this too much complicated, all right? Just go to your ship. We're gonna go into space right now. Once you're in space, what you want to do, you will then open your discoveries here. Pick a planet, a large one, preferably. I'm gonna pick this one here, and you're gonna mark the planet, okay? And then you're gonna go back to to space. It's actually this planet right in front of me, okay? And then you're gonna pulse to this marked planet. You just aim to the mark, and you're gonna pulse. And as soon as you leave the pulse, oops, there was a carrier in the way. Let's go one more time. As soon as you leave the pulse, you start going backwards. You press your reverse key. That will be S in the keyboard, or the left trigger in the controller. Okay. There will be a time where the ship starts to slow itself by itself. Okay. When it starts to slow, it's good enough. You can go and leave the pilot seat, like I did here. Okay. And now you have to restore the restore point the game just created. You're gonna press ESC, and then I go to options, reload restore point. Okay? Don't touch the mouse now, guys. Don't touch the mouse, all right? Don't touch the mouse until I say you can do it. Actually, you can't touch the mouse right now because you're gonna have to go to the pilot seat one more time. Once you are in the pilot seat, don't touch the mouse, all right? Just go to the pilot seat. You're gonna be outside like this. And you see, like the ship, once you restored your restore point, the ship is perfectly flat, aligned to the planet's surface. That's what we want, all right? You then want to roll the ship to the side, like I'm doing here. We will have to find the perfect angle for us to put the, what's the name? The window, for it to be aligned and can make the arcade as foil in the right position. I think this right here is about right. We're gonna have to make some tests here, okay? But I think this angle here is decent. Let's test it. Let's go. Now you're gonna do what? You're gonna go out of the pilot seat one more time. You go press X and leave pilot seat. And you're gonna go to space. Let's go. Go into first person, it's gonna be best. Open the hatch. Go to space. And we want to put a window at this place here where I'm putting my mouse, as you can see. Okay, so I can connect one arcade as foil to a walkway here, and it's gonna be like in this position that I'm showing to you. Okay, how are you gonna do this? First thing, turn on your torch so you can see better what you're doing, and step in this walkway just like this. All right, then you want to align yourself exactly facing this bolt here, this bolt thing here. Okay, that will be like between these yellow lines and these black lines, about this place here, and you're gonna be distantly aligned to this bolt. Okay, and now what you're gonna do, you will walk backwards a bit until you start floating into space, just like I did here. Now I'm floating into space. How do I know this? Because I can see my life support going down at the bottom left of the screen as I'm showing to you right now. Okay, and now you want to go back to the top of the ship very slowly until your character lands very, very slowly. I mean it, guys. Just step and let your character go. Just let your character go until you see this indicator in the HUD disappear. That's when you're gonna step to the top, in the top of your ship, like this. Almost there. Yeah. See, it's open. It just you stepped on the ship, and then you slide a bit down one more time. You're gonna have to go one more time to the top of the ship. This have to be just at the tip. You see, like this is flashing at the bottom left of your screen in the HUD. Now you're on the ship, now you're not on the ship anymore. You want to be able to stand, press space sometimes, to stand at the very corner of your ship until the life support is not showing anymore. Let's try it one more time. Because you have to be exactly at the edge for this glitch to work. Okay? if you manage to do this, you can make a pretty decent angle, like I did right here. You see, my character landed. I'm almost falling. Look at where I am. I'm almost falling from the walkway. Okay. If you are at this place, you are at the perfect place for us to put the window. Okay. Then you're gonna press Z. You're gonna go to the first pane. You're gonna get the rounded window. Make sure the free placement is toggled. Okay. And then you will aim exactly at the center of this bolt here, and you're gonna press backwards and your first mouse button almost at the same time, but you have to be very quick. You're gonna be very quick. You're gonna press S and the button almost at the same time. Let's see if I can make it in the first try. Yes, perfect, perfect, guys. You see, this was placed exactly in the middle here. It didn't slide to the side. It didn't slide to the side, to the top, to the bottom. Perfect, guys. This is perfect. Okay. Now I'm gonna check if this angle is good enough, and we're gonna continue to the next part of the build. All right. Okay, guys. I think this angle is pretty good, actually. All right. I think it's looking pretty good like this. You're gonna want to make exactly like this bar going inside this corner here of this back walkway, and this top bar here aligned like this to this top part here of this uppermost walkway. Okay. So what you're gonna do now? We're gonna go inside the ship one more time. Let's go. Sometimes it's gonna teleport you to the top of the ship. I found out that sometimes going to first and the second person, first person and third person helps you a bit to avoid this glitch, okay, of you teleporting to the top of the ship. Sometimes it doesn't work. But if it keeps happening, it was good that this happened actually. If this keeps happening like it just did, there is an easier way for you to solve this problem. You're just gonna press X, go here, and you're gonna go call recovery ship, and you just put the recovery ship exactly in the top of this one, and then you're gonna go inside it, just like I did. Okay. Now you are at the angle that we were just now. Now what I wanted to do, you're gonna have to find some visual cues here to help you put the ship in the opposite angle. You see, I'm gonna put here in my screen some things that I'm seeing that may help you to identify something in your game that may be able to help you to angle the ship in the opposite direction. And obtain this exact angle that you want. Okay, I can see like the horizon here clipping just at the top part here of this turbine. I can see like the line of the horizon in the middle of the ship down here at this bottommost turbine. You see, and now what you want to do? You want to press like the roll button until you see this exact composition, but in the other side. You can also take a screenshot if you want. You're gonna press your F12 key and you take a screenshot, and you can compare the other angle with the screenshot to make sure you're doing the exact same angle at the other side. Okay, I'm gonna start to flip my ship to the other side right now. Flip, I mean rolling the ship to the other side. Okay, like this. And I think about this, it's almost like it was when I made the first angle. Okay. And now what I want to do, I want to go outside of the pilot seat again. I'm going to press ESC and leave pilot seat and go to space to make the other angle. All right, let's open this here and repeat exactly what we did in the first try. I'm going to press T to light up the torch. Okay, try to align ourselves in front of this bolt here, just like I'm trying to do the best I can. Maybe a bit more. And once you feel you're aligned enough, you're gonna walk backwards until you leave the ship, and then I'm gonna start to go back to the ship. And I just landed at the exact corner here. You see, I'm almost falling from the walkway. You see, like my life support is not showing anymore. The hazard protection is not showing anymore. That means I am on top of the ship. And now I can go press Z. I can get the rounded window. I make sure that the toggle free placement is on. I put it here at the center of this bolt, and I press backwards and my mouse button at exactly the same time. Just like this. And look at this angle, guys. Look at this. It's looking very good, isn't it? It's not perfect. It almost never is. Well, it's actually almost perfect this time. It's looking very good. Very good indeed. You see? That's exactly what we wanted. If you manage to put this angle, you're gonna have a very nice looking Arcadia S-foil upside down once you're back to the station. Okay? And now to avoid frustration trying to go inside the ship, just press X, call recovery ship, put it here, you're gonna go inside. And one thing that is good to do, I'm actually gonna try this with you, okay? I'm gonna go to the station and see if after we call the recovery ship, we have to restart the game again. Nah, never mind, guys. Let's just restart the game, okay? Go out of the pilot ship. This is gonna create a restart point. Press ESC, reload restart point. Go back to the pilot seat. And let's fly back to the station and finish this. Yes, yes. These vertical angles are always an exciting part to do, because when you manage to do it right, and I managed to do it right in the first try, it's really satisfying, you know? It's really satisfying. This technique that's standing right at the edge of the walkway is a very good one. You go backwards, you start floating, and you just start tapping front until you are standing at the exact corner, exact edge of the walkway. And this helps things a lot, okay? Look at these windows. Looking very good indeed. Let's continue then. And now, guys, it should be really straightforward. You're gonna go to the back of the ship, like I'm doing here. You can take this walkway here, put it going inside this window here. Sometimes it's hard because like this flipping, guys. Let's see if I can find a spot here. You have to try. You have to try and slide the mouse all over the place until you're able to connect this to this window right here. Oops. Oh, there it is. I found the place. Okay. I just found the place. You're gonna put it's really small window here for you to put the part like this. Okay. And then I'm gonna put it on the other side too, like this. Okay, now you're gonna have to test if this is facing forward. You're gonna get a small vent, put it over, like this one here. This one is flipped, you see? Like this one is flipped. It's not gonna work then. This one is also flipped. So what you're gonna have to do, store design for later, and try again. Start fresh edits, begin new modifications. And there the windows are back, okay? I'm gonna get this guy one more time, and here is a good place for you to put, okay? You see, he was, but it's not anymore. There it is, like this. I think now it's facing forward. It's facing the right direction. Let's duplicate this guy here. And this one also looks like it's facing forward this time. You see? Try to do exactly like I'm doing here. In this angle, coming up and down like I'm doing, and you may be able to put it in the right place. Okay? Let's check if it's in the right position. Small vent to the rescue. This one is opening at the back, right orientation. This one is opening at the back, right orientation. Very good. And now we're gonna have to do a bit more gymnastics here, okay, guys? But let's go. It's gonna be worth it, all right? Now what you're gonna do, you will get a small vent, and you're gonna put at the bottom, at the back here of these guys, okay? And then you're gonna put this under the vent, like I did here. And you're gonna get this guy and put it under the vent, like I did here, like this, okay? Now you can remove the vent, and you're gonna get a rock hopper propeller, flip it, put here over this guy, and you're gonna slide it half step to the front. Like this. It's gonna try to snap to all kind of crazy places, but stay firm. You're gonna stay strong. You're gonna do it. You're gonna get this rock hopper here. Just get it and put it under this guy here, and slide it half step to the front, just like I did. Just like this. You can remove the rock hopper, and finally duplicate this Arcadia S-foil here. Put it down here. Flip it pressing E. And put it on the other side, just like this. And finally, you can remove these two walkways. And take a look at this. Looks great, doesn't it? It's a bit tilted up because we placed the window in the not exactly aligned vertically to the place, but it doesn't really matter. It's looking great like this. The other build was like this also, you see? Like it's clipping, and it clips inside a bit like the turbine, just like this. You see it clips inside the turbine exactly like the top one does. It's supposed to look like this because the Quadjumper winglets go inside the build, like these guys here. And the paint's over, guys. The paint's over. We've done it, okay? We did it. We did it. Let's continue to the colors now. Okay, guys, now for the painting. Well, the first thing we're gonna do for the painting, we're gonna go to the default color, light gray and orange, all right? And then you're gonna apply it to the entire Corvette and also apply the weathered finish to the entire Corvette also. And it's gonna look pretty beaten up already, okay? If you want to go with the Ender variant, because this is the Ender variant that has the boarding ramp down here and slightly less internal space than the Force Awakens version. For the Ender version, you basically want to put some gray parts everywhere here. You're gonna put a turquoise here, paint these guys in turquoise, just like this, okay? And you're gonna end up with the Ender version. It doesn't really change too much from the Force Awakens to the Ender version, all right? So what I'm actually gonna do, I'm gonna paint this guy in the Force Awakens version already in orange instead of painting it all in green to avoid unnecessary tutorial time, okay? So let's go with orange and black and this weathered finish, but this part here is actually the light and gray, and this is actually light and gray too. Everything has the weathered finish, okay? This one is gonna be orange and black. This one too. This fin here. This one too, like this, okay? This down here is in the default color. It's not orange, but this one here is orange. I'm putting the orange in this one. This fin here is also orange, if I remember correctly. I may be wrong, sorry. And up here, let's see, the cockpit is gonna be orange too. The inside here, this hub, let's see if I can click it. This hub is gonna be orange. This front part here is gonna be orange too, all right? This back part here is that support the engines are gonna be orange, and this one also orange. This one is orange already, I just painted it, okay? Gonna paint the ramp in orange too. And I'm gonna paint here in orange. And I don't remember, I think all this part, this here is orange too. This topmost part here is orange, you see? If you follow along with me, you're gonna end up in this with this finish here. You can also like change a bit if you want, you know, you can make your own painting. This is just my preference, you know? And I just realized I forgot to put this engine cover back here when I was doing this stop fin. But you see, like this build is pretty versatile, because even if I don't put this guy back here, it still looks good because it looks like it's missing a hull plating, you know? You can also remove some parts here if you want to make it look even more beaten up and used. You can remove some of these casings here, of these engine covers, and it's still gonna look good, even if you do this, okay? Now what you're gonna do, we're gonna convert this guy here to the Force Awakens version, because the Force Awakens version has more space inside, okay? I'm gonna remove this boarding ramp here, and I'm gonna put a walkway down here, like this. You're gonna have this 3 walkway in a row, so it just got 2 more space here, 2 more internal space worth for putting modules like refiners and stuff. And we're gonna use the, what is it? Ambassador landing bay up here, up at the top here, and it's already in the right color, the orange color. Let me see, I just have to make it weathered, okay? Let's apply the weather to the whole build, like this. And now you have the Force Awakens version, all right? Pretty nice little Corvette, I'd say. Pretty good. And now I'm gonna cover the interior, but this time I'm gonna do something different, guys. Instead of going inside the ship and creating the interior from scratch, I'm gonna switch to my already built Quadjumper, that has the interior, and I'm gonna showcase the interior for you because I think this is gonna be best regarding the time. Okay, so I'm gonna switch the ship and talk to you in just a second. So guys, I just switched the ship. You see, it's almost exactly the same. Maybe for these angles here a bit different in the wings and stuff, okay? But the first thing I want to show to you is that I use here, right in the front of the ship, I use this guy here. It's an emergency light that I put at the front of the ship to mimic a searchlight in front of the Quadjumper, because from the source material that I've seen, there is a searchlight in the front of the ship. So what I did here, I actually did put a walkway here to serve as a support, and then I just get this part here. I angled it a bit because you can cycle the axis, right? And I angled it like this, and I slide it up until it was like clipping inside this guy here. Okay, I'm gonna go into first person to make it look better. You see? So this is like this part. What is it called? It's an emergency light. You can put it here to mimic the searchlight. All right, and let's go inside the ship now and see what we have here. Since this is the Force Awakens version, we have to go through the hatch. Right up here, when I go inside, I did put a refiner, okay, and some scrap. I actually use here a construct skull. I put a skull, right here. This gas canister lying around, and this lantern, just to put this orange lighting inside here because I think it looks good, okay. And then I used another emergency light here to just to illuminate this part, to light up these parts that I put here, okay. And I chose to put an industrial barrel here to represent a bathroom, actually. A bathroom, I mean, well, something for you to do what you have to do, all right? Then I put this guy here. I scaled it up a bit so it touches the floor of the ship and the bottom like this. And I put this hazard decal representing this as the bathroom of the ship, okay? And right here I put an orbital storage with a vintage cooking pan at the top and a vintage tap here, representing like a tap for you to wash your hands after you've done what you gotta do, all right? Then there's a stairway going to the main hold, this hab here, and this is a very cool part. I can show you here that I have put a kitchen in this corner, a nutrition processor in this corner, right? And I did put an oscilloscope here painted in orange right over this table. A box here, a molded crate, right? With some spark plugs inside that can represent whatever you want. It can be rations inside containers or something like this, okay? I put a window here. It's not necessary, but I like to put windows at the back of my ships, and this one looks pretty good. And what else can I show you here? I also have a small box here with some folders inside that can be like an instruction manual and stuff, and also a vintage dish here and a vintage tumbler. And here's a quick tip for you guys. How did I manage to put this over this table? Because it's not supposed to be able, you're not supposed to be able to put this kind of stuff here. There's a trick you can use, actually. You can come here and get, it can be a locker, or it can be, let's see, another part here. A locker, it's gonna work. You're gonna put this locker really, really small, you see? And I don't think I used the locker. Let me just confirm here. What part did I use? Because it was not the locker. It was another part that I don't remember the name now. I just found it, guy. I think it was a server. It was a server actually, okay? Because now what you can do, you can shrink it, and I'm gonna put this. I'm gonna show it to you at this side of the table. You just put the server here, and if I want to put another dish, another vintage dish, I just duplicate this guy, put over the server, like I did here, okay? And then I can remove the server, and the dish is gonna be at the over the table. So any place you want to do something like this that you're not able to put, because like this, like I'm demonstrating to you right now, you can put a part under here like a server, or maybe the other one that I was using, it was a cabinet, right? A locker. You can use a locker also, and you can put stuff over it, on top of it, and then you can remove this part. I use the same technique here to put this Open Horizons posters and this construct poster here over this small box. I use the same technique. I also put here an insulated flask, a vintage tap over this guy, okay? Here at the other side of the stairway, I put a large storage unit, another molded crate here with an orange pustule inside to represent some food, okay? And also this canister to represent it, and another refiner here. Refiners are always helpful, okay? I left some clearance. I didn't put any modules here in this wall to not get in the way when I'm trying to come here to the kitchen and stuff. So I just let it here. There's this part from the turbine clipping here, but you can go through it without a problem. You see, it's not gonna stay in the way. And this one, this one is actually very special, guys. I'm gonna put something in the screen for you for you guys to see right now, because Hello Games took direct inspiration from the Quadjumper or maybe another Star Wars ships to create this specific part for the Corvettes, as you can see right now. Right, but the first time I saw this, because I have this book, this physical book in my house, in my home, I have this book, and I saw it and I say, oh my god, this looks like the Quadjumper bunk. And then later, like some weeks ago, I saw it on Reddit. Some other guys found out this too, because it's like a perfect copy, you see. And I wanted to put this in the exact position it is in the real life Quadjumper, if you call it so, okay? Just for to make this like to make justice to this part that is so cool, so obviously took inspiration from the Star Wars universe. Like all the Thunderbird classes, the Thunderbird parts, looks like they were inspired by Star Wars. Okay, so this is a really nice Easter egg, really nice Easter egg from Hello Games. Okay, and then here inside the cockpit I did nothing. Okay, it's just the common cockpit with nothing else. All right. And then I put a stairways to the lower deck, and this one has this additional walkway here, because in the Ender version the boarding ramp was supposed to be here, right? And down here you can do whatever you want. You know, I did put one storage here, another storage here, another one here. You see all the storage, even though the turbine casing is clipping inside this walkway here, you can still use these containers, okay? You can still use these containers with no problem. And I also put this guy here, because I really like to come here sometimes and press and see what I'm gonna get. It's like this, like a small loot box. What I'm gonna get from that loot box today, okay? So I just come here and click this guy and see what I'm gonna get. And a multi-tool archive here, because I think it fits this place very good, okay? I think I didn't miss any detail, okay? I'm gonna, you can stop the video and see another part. Maybe if you are in doubt or something about this interior specifically, I also put this mission radar here. You can go on my Discord, because now I have a Discord. I was able to set it up. You can check it out in my channel description. You can go to Discord, and I'm gonna be very happy to help you there with anything that you may want to know about the build. Okay, and this is it, guys. The Quadjumper is done. I think it's a pretty nice little Corvette, pretty compact, pretty powerful with all these engines and stuff. We actually have 8 engines in the ship, unbelievable, right? But I think it's a really nice depiction of the original ship. And I had to do one of this because this bunk bed, man, this bunk bed is great. It's a really cool Easter egg from Hello Games. All right, and I'm gonna leave you guys now. I want you to have fun. Go ahead, build this ship if you're a fan. If you have any doubts, hit me on Discord, okay? Thanks again, guys. Thanks for staying with me. Thanks for staying with me all along. Thanks for your positive feedback. Thanks for voting in my Milano in the Good Guys Free competition. You guys are the best. I really like to make this stuff for you, okay? Leave a comment, guys. I love seeing your comments, and let's keep it up. I'm gonna work on some more Star Wars ships for now. I think probably my next 2 ships are gonna be Star Wars ships, okay? So I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.